Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Here for XRP, basically what I informed you about in the last video is still valid. I mentioned in the last video that I see 5 waves as being complete, so that we had here a 1, 2 setup, here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could have been the completion of the third wave. Let's just double check again with FIB extensions if we have reached the 1.618 extension. Oh, not quite. Okay. So that is then a little bit of a reason for concern, or not necessarily concern, but because we haven't reached the 1.618 extension at 42 cents, it means this was most likely not a wave 3. Okay, so that in turn means that we have a scenario to follow in which we have to move the wave 3 further to the upside. This would still be, in my view, a 5-wave move here, yeah. But I would then rather view it as the completion of another 1-2 setup here. So these 5 waves are, of course, you know, valid. They are there. They are a 5-wave move. But it seems to me that it is not a wave 3-4 here, but it should be another 1-2, just because you want to see the 1.618 extension for a wave 3. So that means the way to go here is that this is another 1, this is a 2, and we would then follow such a path to the upside, and it would push the entire thing higher. That would be quite another bullish setup here. But let me first of all change this here. Okay, yep. So I think we can go with that. This, however, in turn means if we have another 1-2 setup, it also always costs the chart a little bit of reliability, because we now need to be watching as well for a breakdown. So, as I said to you before, we could be in a situation where we have further sideways action, and we have the situation that it could just be a C wave to the upside within the triangle. So looking at the bigger picture, you need to understand the bigger picture to understand the lower level wave count here. Bigger picture, 2 options. A, B, C, where we are now rallying in an impulse in a wave C to the upside, and it could take us to around 50 cents to 60 cents, depending on what kind of flat pattern is playing out here. Yeah, an ABC structure. Or alternatively, we're looking here at an Elliott Wave triangle. A, B, C, D, E. Difference is that the green C wave is an impulse, whereas the pink C wave here would be within triangle, and it would be just a 3-wave move. Now, what we've done so far here is obviously a 3-wave move. 1 wave up, 2 down, 3 up. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's not this, the count isn't 1, 2, 3, but it's 3 waves, which means it could be a corrective wave, which means it could be easily an ABC. That means we now need to be watching for a breakdown, yeah? So I'd be careful here at the moment with leverage or anything, because it could have topped here. The problem is that if you don't get an ideal impulse, so at least the 1.618 extension in a third wave, it costs the chart some reliability. So we need to be on the watch for a further breakdown. I would say to be careful, that's one thing, and further upside can be, I think, expected as soon as we break above the 39.66 cent level here. Yeah, because if I count this now as wave 2 here, this would be an A, B, C pattern, and we need to break above this 39.66 cent level to indicate that we have that we're starting further upside. Confirmation then that the further upside is continuing is, of course, the break above the 40.8 cent level this high. If we've got a bit of an ascending broadening wedge pattern here, which is a rather bearish pattern. So these often break out to the downside, which means, you know, again, be on the watch out for further downside here. If this is a wave 2, it can come down all the way to 34.7 cents. So ideally it comes into the region between 34.7 to 39.6 cents. This would be the ideal support area for a wave 2. In fact, I don't think it's over yet. or at least I wouldn't primarily expect it, because based on probabilities, a wave 2 should normally break into the wave 2 support area here, but it will only do so if it breaks out of the channel to the downside. Okay. If we suddenly see a move above 39.66, then it indicates further upside has continued. And then this is of course a possible long trade area, but if we break below 34.7 cents, then it indicates this was only an ABC corrective move up and we are breaking down. Breakdown possibly either in a wave D, that's probably what I would that's what I would expect next. A move down in a D wave. Now the tricky part here in this is that of course the D wave doesn't need to go down to the ascending trend line. It could easily be that the D wave only, that we've had something like this. This was an ABC, finished the C wave, we're now coming down in D, but think it might be a 1-2 setup, all right? And think it will now rally, but it might only do the E wave. So just be aware of these possibilities. In the current situation, it's very important to watch out for the different pivot points, the decision points. It has a good chance, especially if it breaks out of the channel to the downside, to get into this support area. And that would be either way, in my opinion, a good area to go long. My opinion, it's a possible low risk trade setup because you are very close to support. And either way, I would expect it to go either up in an E wave or in this wave 3. The wave 3 scenario would obviously be much more bullish, but also in the E wave, we could possibly expect a decent return at least, even though it wouldn't be massive. Okay, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.